Now, to complete the labs in this course, you need the Cisco Packet Tracer software. Cisco Packet Tracer is free and you can download it from Cisco's website. In this video, I'm going to show you how to download and install Cisco Packet Tracer on a Windows computer. If you already have Cisco Packet Tracer, you can skip the rest of this video and go to the next video where you can start your first lab. However, if you don't have Cisco Packet Tracer, use the links available on the attachments and watch this video where I show you how to download and install Cisco Packet Tracer. Once again, you will need Cisco Packet Tracer to complete the labs in this course. It's free software that you can download from Cisco's website. So either continue with this video to learn how to download and install Packet Tracer, or go to the next video to start your first lab. The first step in your journey is to download and install Packet Tracer. Now I've added the link below this video, so you can use that, or you can simply search for Cisco Packet Tracer download in Google, and in my example it's the first hit. That takes you to the netacad.com website or Network Academy website / about Networking Academy / Packet Tracer. Scroll down and then sign up to Packet Tracer. In this example, I'm going to sign up using English. You need to enroll with your first name, last name, and email address. And then you need to enter the text verification value and click Submit. You need to fill in some details to continue. So fill in your country, fill in your date of birth, set a password which must contain 8 characters and include 1 lowercase, 1 uppercase, and 1 number. Select a province and click Continue. And that's it. You're now registered on the Cisco Networking Academy website. Select this Packet Tracer course. You can then launch the course, which takes you through the user interface navigation, working in the physical view, completing a Packet Tracer activity, and working with your first Packet Tracer lab. But in this example, I'm simply going to click Download Packet Tracer. Click the Download Packet Tracer link again. And now I need to specify the version, either 64-bit or 32-bit Windows, or 64-bit or 32-bit Linux. In my example, I'm using Windows 10, so I'm going to download the 64-bit Windows version. An executable file is then downloaded to your local machine. So I now have Packet Tracer in my downloads directory, and I can double-click to start the installation process. I'm going to click Run to run the Packet Tracer installation. Click Yes to allow the app to make changes. And now I'm presented with a setup wizard. It's a very simple process. Click Next. Read and accept the agreement. Click Next. Packet Tracer is installed by default in C program files. You can change that if you like. I'm going to stay with the default and click Next. You can change the startup menu folder. I'm going to stay with the default and click Next. I'm going to create both a desktop icon and quick launch icon and click Next. Packet Tracer is now ready to be installed, so I'm going to click Install. And the software is now installed. So the process to set up Packet Tracer is very similar to any other Windows application. It's a very simple process. Now I'm told for Packet Tracer skills-based assessment, to use this version of Packet Tracer, please close all web browsers or restart your computer. So I'm going to close my web browser, click OK, and click Finish. Now I'm told that I'm running Packet Tracer for the first time. My information is going to be stored in C users David Cisco Packet Tracer. I'm going to click OK. Packet Tracer then starts up, and I need to put in my email address and my password and click Login. And there you go. Packet Tracer has now started up, and I can drag a router to the workspace area as an example, select a crossover cable and connect these two routers together. Click on one of the routers, click on CLI, and notice the CLI is now available. So what I'll do here is zoom in so that you can see the interface better. And I'll go to Options, Preferences, Font, CLI, and I'm going to set the CLI to an 18 font and click Apply. Click on the first 1941 router, and notice again there's the physical interface. I can zoom in to view the physical layout. I can see configuration information, and most importantly I can see the CLI. So I'm going to press enter and type enable. That takes me to privilege mode. Show IP interface brief will show me interfaces on this router, and notice I've got gigabit 00 and gigabit 01 as interfaces on the router. I've also got a VLAN 1 interface. Click on the second router. I can zoom in, click on CLI, type no to bypass the initial configuration dialog, and press enter to get started. And again, show IP interface brief shows me the interfaces on the router. Now I'm going to do a basic lab here to get us started. So as an example, on router 1, I'm going to set the host name to router 1. Notice the host name is changed. I can do something very similar on router 2, so host name, and I'll just use the full command here, host name, router 2, name is changed, interface gigabit 00, I'm using tab to autocomplete, no shut the interface. By default, router interfaces are shut down, so I've got to no shut them. Interfaces have come up on both sides. I'll configure an IP address here of 10.111/24 mask, IP address here of 10.112/24 mask. Now please note, if you're not sure about the theory, have a look at my CCNA course where I discuss the details. This course is purely a practical course. I'm not going to go into the theory because that's already covered in my CCNA course. This is simply a practical course. So I should hopefully be able to ping from router 2 to router 1, which I can. The first ping failed because of ARP. The routers had to learn about each other. In other words, they had to learn each other's MAC addresses. So router 2 has now learnt the MAC address of router 1, and again can ping router 1. Show ARP here. Router 1 has learnt about the MAC address of router 2. Now again, if the interface isn't that clear, you can do something like this to make it clearer. But again, router 1 can ping router 2. So I've been able to successfully download, install, and create a network within Packet Tracer. Packet Tracer makes this process very easy. So at this point, we can jump into proper Packet Tracer Labs because we have the software installed. Now before going any further, let's save this topology. So I'm going to call this my first topology and click Save. And now I can exit Packet Tracer. I'm told that I'll lose my changes. Do I want to save my work? Yes, I do. And Packet Tracer then closes. So at a later point, I can open up Packet Tracer again and go to File. And as an example, go to Recent Files, select my project, or go to Open and select my project. Double click on one of the devices, go to the CLI, and notice Show IP Interface Brief shows that the configuration was saved. Now, it's important that you save your configurations on real devices. Packet Tracer warned us about that, but get into the habit of using the following command: copy running config startup config to save the running config to the startup config, or use the shorthand WR to save the configuration. Packet Tracer is nice in that it reminds you to save your config if you forget to save it. So I'm going to say yes, I want to save it, and then shut Packet Tracer down. So there you go, an initial introduction to Packet Tracer.